the Nishkam Centre in Birmingham. A building that stands proudly as a living testament to the work of a community. A vision that became a reality when people gave of themselves voluntarily. A place that bears witness to the essence of giving to voluntary service. Nishkam Civic Association is delighted and proud to receive the recognition of the Queen's Award for Voluntary Service 2010.
So a lot of Gurudwaras have had community centres. I wanted a community centre with a difference. We need to have lifelong learning. We need to have the computers. We need to be able to have conferences. And this is how the Nishkam Centre came about. To try and build this Nishkam Civic Centre, we had to be very ingenious. I was a civil and structural engineer. I've had a lot of experience outside. And we said, we will do a lot of contracting ourselves. But we'll have to prove to the council that we can do this work. All the money that we will be able to save or charge will be plowed back into the project. So we set up a big team. We did not hire outside contractors. Only specialist contractors where we found we did not have the required skill. We had people who knew how to do the bricklaying, the people who have been in the engineering field. This was the first time we had gone out and asked for a grant. And ERDF were very much impressed. So we had a grant of 2.5 million. I think a very big grant. And we started building this place. So all participated. We had lawyers who came here, solicitors came here to try and put down a number of hours as a labor of love. And actually this was all written down and we were able to contribute about 1.5 million pounds towards the building of this centre.
We used materials that were environmentally friendly or sustainable. Granite for the rear due to the fact that it's got a very long lifespan, no maintenance. We've also used stainless steel for the railings. Again, there's no maintenance requirements other than cleaning and just a bit of oiling of the joints, if anything. Going forward, it cuts down on costs, especially if you've got a building design as this is for 100 years.
Sewa is the bedrock of what we have here. Without Sewa, this place would come to a grinding halt. Why? Because trying to run the projects that we have here with 6 full-time and 6 part-time staff is impossible. I don't have a maintenance team. We haven't got a maintenance team. The volunteers maintain the building. The volunteers decorate the building. When we talk about our Sevadar here, our Sevadar are professional people. These are project managers in industry. These are captains of industry who are coming here and you wouldn't be able to tell. Just like when you go to the Gurdwara and look in the Langar Hall or the Darbar Sahib and you see people sitting on the floor as equals, it's exactly the same here.
I think in general, the radiators, as an example, as well as everything else, we had to go for a particular specification, a particular design, a particular feature to actually complement the way that the building finish was going to be done. If we hadn't gone down the route that we did for the staircase as an example, for the lift shaft, for the radiators, for the polished floor, we wouldn't have had the feature that we have today.
As you walk into the reception area, you'll be welcomed, irrespective of who you are, where you come from, what background you come from. There was a perception very early on when the project was created that a Sikh-based or a Sikh organisation meant that it was only for the Sikhs. No, it's not. It means that it's an organisation that's been created by the Sikh community for the whole community.
People are normally in awe of the building when they walk in. They don't expect it to be anything like what it is when they walk in off the street. And when they realise that a majority of the work undertaken here was actually done by the community through selfless service, they normally are taken aback by it and then do appreciate it even more.
It's a fantastic facility, for both my clients and the staff that work for me. Ranging from meeting rooms, air-conditioned offices, but more importantly, I think, as a business, we're close to the community, so we try and, within the time we have, to help out a few people we can. It's just growing and growing, and I think, I've been with this congregation now for quite a long time, and I just see it mushrooming more and more and more and more and more people coming through those doors, more and more people coming to use this facility, enjoying coming here.
To get communities to work together to develop infrastructure for their community, I would recommend that they get the communities together as a whole, the children, the families, the elders, the youth, and together they put forward a proposal to do something, and together they actually go forward and do it. Fund it, actually work on the project, bring unity to the community and a sense of responsibility and belonging.
We're in a fortunate position and we're really privileged to have received the award because personally I think it's recognition of all the hard work the community, the congregation has done, not recent years but over the last 30 years and beyond, not just here but nationally and internationally, and the accolade that's been received is fantastic recognition of all the hard work our volunteers do put in.
The sky is the limit. Because of this volunteering spirit, you're able to save a lot of money and you're able to engage the wider community as well.
I often get congratulated wherever we go for Amrit, well done for winning the Queen's Award. We didn't win the Queen's Award. The community won the Queen's Award for a community building that the community put together with its own sweat and its own funds. And we're grateful to all our volunteers and we're forever indebted to them for their hard work.